Hello. So I want to jump on here with a mini episode just speaking about things that I see quite often, quite regularly, and it's like no one is immune to this. When you have been chasing weight loss your whole life, when your past is littered with trying different approaches, jumping from one extreme to the next extreme, watching a number on the scale, doing restrictive dieting, any restrictions, cutting your food, cutting your calories, and having your answer to any struggle be just work harder, just do more, just cut this, cut that, and you yo-yoed either weekly and then the weekend's a blast, whatever it is. Something to keep in mind is that when you start a new approach, when you ditch the dieting, when you ditch the restrictions, you're going to have a lot of doubt. You're going to feel like nothing is happening because you've just slowed the fuck down. Because your only meaning of progress was, I am dieting. I am actively and physically chasing dieting. But were you really? Was it really working for you? Until you can expand your meaning of progress and start to see meaning to your progress outside the numbers on the scale, you're going to keep letting yourself down. You're going to keep sabotaging yourself, pulling out the seeds and wondering why shit isn't working. There is so much more to the process. And if you are trying to grow a garden on infertile soil or in an environment that doesn't even allow any vegetation, it's just like, you can't grow a fucking plant on concrete. I'm sorry, mate, but you just can't. And so many people are trying to do that. Because you're pretty much trying to build a garden on concrete if you have a shitty relationship with food. If you have a shitty relationship with the process. If your only meaning of progress is dieting, is cutting calories, is feeling leaner, is chasing leaner. And I know this is like a slap in the face, and maybe it doesn't relate to you, maybe it does, but it just kills me because you have so much potential. So much potential. As soon as you start to train the right way, train smart, put your focus into the numbers in the gym, but not obsessively like you have been obsessively watching the scales, but just shifting to that progress, which is more than numbers on the bar. But if it's your first time actually doing a smart program and focusing on progress and smart training, you will see those numbers clock up. But if you've been training hard, if you have been training hard and smashing your sessions already on a smart program, then you need to realize there is so much more to progress than a number on the bar, because that is only one part of what creates results. What creates results is accumulative tension over time, accumulative stimulus over time. It's putting in the work. It's surpassing the muscle protein synthesis threshold, which is literally just training hard on a smart program. That's literally all it is. But what is training hard? It's training to form failure. And I say always train to form failure because form failure isn't true muscle failure. It is as soon as you cannot force, grunt, muscle your way through a proper, safe rep. You don't want to risk your form, your technique, your bracing and all of that stuff for an extra rep. That is one thing that you don't want to risk. But you do want to push yourself. Trying to be too perfect or scared of pulling something out is not going to see the results that you want. And if you're that scared of pulling something out, then you're missing something in the process. You try to build on a shaky foundation or a lack of foundation. Once again, the foundations are key. What you try to grow on is key. You can grow things bigger, wider, stronger if you have a great foundation. Think about that.